channel Avanti Morocha. This video is sponsored by Cricut. Today I'm going to share all the information you need to know about Cricut Mug Press, and I will make some projects with it. Are you wondering what all the hype is about? Well, let me tell you. Using your Cricut machine, Infusible ink, a base mug, and Cricut Mug Press, now you can personalize mugs that are dishwasher and microwave safe. We have been waiting for this for a while and it is exciting. Now let's begin. Let's open the box to show you what comes inside. First, you will see the mug press. On the top, you will find a booklet. Here you will find information about how to activate your machine. You will also find the warranty and safety instructions. At the bottom, you will find a power cable and a USB cable. Remove the plastic cover. This machine only has one button and it's the power button. In the back, you will find two ports. To activate your machine, you need to go to cricut.com/setup. For this part of the setup, you will need to use a computer. Go to cricut.com/setup to activate your machine if you don't already own a Cricut machine. If you have a Cricut machine, go to Design Space, open the drop-down menu and click on Setup New Machine. Select the product type to continue, click on Heat Press. Now select Cricut Mug Press. Place Cricut Mug Press on a heat-resistant surface in a well-ventilated area. Connect the power cable. Plug into wall outlet. Power on the machine. As I mentioned before, for this part you are going to need a computer. Use the USB cord to connect Cricut Mug Press to your computer. Click on Continue. Add your Cricut Mug Press to your Cricut ID. Agree to Cricut Terms of Use and Privacy Policy. Click on Activate. I fast forwarded this part. The updating will take about 15 seconds. That's it, now your machine is ready to use. Now I'm going to show you the Cricut Mug Press blanks. These are the small mugs. At the moment Cricut has two sizes available, the small that is 12 ounce and the large that is 15 ounce. These mugs are poly coated and they have been tested to work perfectly with Infusible ink. Cricut recommends using their blanks to get the best results, but you could also use sublimation mugs. Make sure the mugs have a diameter of 3.2 to 3.4 inches or a maximum height of 472 inches. Keep in mind you cannot just use any mug for this kind of projects, they have to be poly coated. Here are the materials that you will use to personalize mugs. A Cricut mug or a sublimation mug. Infusible ink sheets. Cricut has this new line of Infusible ink sheets for the mug press. They are the perfect size for this kind of projects. You could also use the regular sized rolls of Infusible ink. When using these markers, you will need to use laser copy paper. Finally, you will also need heat-resistant tape. Now go to Design Space. When you're making a project with Infusible ink sheets, you can use this template, and if you are using the Infusible ink markers, you can use this one. Let me show you this template. Here you can select the size and the edges. You can choose between straight, ribbed, scalloped, wavy, or zigzag edges. I will be using the 12-inch mug with ribbed edges. Click on Customize. As you can see in the layer panel, there are 3 layers. One is the guide and the others are 2 basic cuts. The guide layer helps you to position the design correctly based on your preference, meaning if you prefer to put your design to the left side, center, or to the right side of the mug. Now I'm going to personalize this mug. I put together this design using Cricut Access images and the template for the 12-ounce mug with rich edges. Click on Customize. You can make this project using Cricut Joy, Cricut Maker, or Cricut Explore. I will use Cricut Joy. Click on Make It. I will load the material on the mat. This is totally up to you, but I like to center my design when using Cricut Joy. Regardless of the machine you are using, don't forget to mirror the design. Continue. Select the material. Go to Browse All Materials. Select Infusible ink sheets. I've already loaded the blade and now I will load the mat. Place the sheet of Infusible ink on the mat with the ink side up. Load the mat and start the job. I fast-forwarded this part of the video. The process of cutting this design took 3 minutes 15 seconds. Remove the piece from the mat. Now roll the material. You will hear some cracking noises. This way the cutting lines are more visible and it's easy to remove the extra material. Make sure you remove all the pieces that are not part of the design. For example, press special attention to the point of letter I. Now I have the design ready. The only thing left is to remove the end pieces. Use a lint roller to remove any dust or lint from the mat. Wrap the design all the way around, keeping it as tight as possible. You don't need to use heat-resistant tape for this mug because the sticky backer will keep the design in place. Turn on the machine, make sure it's on a heat-resistant surface. Let it preheat until it reaches the correct temperature. When the light turns green, it's ready to be used. Now the Mug Press is ready. Insert the mug. Lower the lever and it will start by itself. The LED lights act as indicators that show you the progress. When all the lights lit up and you hear a beep, it is ready. Raise the lever. Pull out your mug. Let it cool for about 10 minutes. Now that it's cool, peel away your design. As you can see, it looks fantastic. Remember, this mug is microwave and dishwasher safe. I'm also going to share the link to this project that I put together with Cricut Access images on my blog, and if you follow me on Design Space, you can find it under my share projects. For this mug, I follow the same steps I used for the previous mug. As you can see, it looks fantastic. Now I want to show you some of the mistakes I made with this design. I forgot to remove the material inside the point of letter I and the apostrophe. When you make a mistake using Infusible ink, there is no way to fix it. So be meticulous and ensure you remove any extra material from your design. Now I'm going to use the Infusible ink markers. Make sure the pen layers have selected the Infusible ink marker you're using. For example, I will use the black Infusible ink marker. When using Infusible ink markers, you can only use Cricut Maker or Cricut Explore. These markers won't fit Cricut Joy. I'm going to use Cricut Maker, click on Make It. Don't forget to mirror the image. Continue. Select the material, click on Browse All Materials. Select Laser Copy Paper. Load the Infusible ink marker in clamp A and load the fine point blade in clamp B. Load the mat and start the job. I sped up this part of the video. Drawing and cutting this piece took 8 minutes. If you want, you can fill in the design using Infusible ink markers. As you can see, my mug press is ready to be used. Clean the mug using a lint roller. Wrap the design around the mug as tight as possible. This time I will use the heat-resistant tape to keep it in place. Now place 3 layers of butcher paper around the design. The extra layers prevent Infusible ink marker designs from bleeding onto the heat plate. Keep it in place using the heat-resistant tape. Insert the mug. Lower the lever. It will take about 6 minutes. When all the lights are on and you hear a beep, it is ready. Raise the lever and pull out the mug. Let it cool for about 10 minutes. Peel away the design. As you can see, it looks fabulous. I hope you like this video and you find it informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in any of these products, I'm going to share the links where you can buy them in the info box below the video. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video and share it with your loved ones. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.